Are we filming? Yes, we are. So this is another coffee break. Welcome to my video. Today I'm not going to be talking about a range of subjects. I'm just going to do one thing, which I just want to share with you. Oh, that's a little bit too hot at the moment. Okay, it concerns. Let me just dry the my kitchen worktop here. That's better. It concerns my EDC planner, if you like. You may recall that I've changed the format slightly because originally I was using these dimensions, 80 millimeters by 140 millimeters, but I'm gradually morphing into a slightly taller binder. So I'm moving over time to 80 to 150, and I just want to show you within the time it takes for me to have my coffee, how I go about that. So, just like Blue Peter, I have one I've prepared earlier. Let me show you this. So I use these rodeo pads, which are very, very cheap, and the paper is superb. And I like the grid pattern, as you know. And so what I've done is I don't normally do the dotted lines, but for ease of demonstration, I have one section here, one section here, one section here. What do I do with these offcuts? Here. That's no problem at all. I just cut those up into A7 or A8, and then I use them in the fullness of time, no problem at all, both sides. So, what am I going to do with these? Well, bearing in mind I'm going to punch them with my single mushroom punch. I don't want to overload it, so what I do is I will pick maybe 4 pages, and then I will tear them off, but I will try and keep them joined together. And so what I'm going to do here is use my trusty, it's quite old now, but it works very, very well. This is actually a Staples. It is actually a Staples guillotine. And then what I do is I find it helpful to just draw the lines to the edge of the page, so it's easier to line them up. But I will just line them up by eye. It doesn't have to be. I'm just got to be careful of my camera here. It doesn't have to be exact, but I find having a guillotine makes it easier to do the punches. But here we go. One firm movement. Job done. Is it close? Well, it's close enough. Close enough. So we need to do another one here. I find this quite therapeutic, actually. I only do it maybe once every day, or maybe day or 3. It depends, because I'm left with quite a few pages. So let's just leave that to one side. Excuse me. And for those of you who have kindly been asking after my health, I feel pretty good. I seem to have got this legacy cough, which I have had for many, many years, but it comes and goes. But I feel very, very good. Thank you very much. So we're nearly there. Just got to do one here. And again, it's a bit awkward because the camera is sort of in the way, but we're we're cooking on gas. So not many more. We're more than halfway now. Doesn't take that long. Now we're trimming up the ends really. So again, lining it up. I actually have had this literally 15 years. I can't really, I can't recommend it because they're no longer available in the UK, but it's a cheap generic guillotine, and to be honest, they're probably all much of a muchness, but this one seems to be very, very good. The only thing that I find is when I'm guillotining sticky labels, when I'm posting things, you get a little bit of gum residue on the blades, which you have to remove with some solvent. But if you're doing just dry paper like this, then there's never a problem at all. I think we're on the last leg. So one more. There we go. So let me remove this dangerous contraption. Put that out the way. So do we have a complete set of 80 by 150? Yes, we do. So what we do now is we use the punch, and I'm just going to do these 4 at a time. So we just insert it in the slot and then punch and punch and we're getting there. What I'll do is I'll just do these 4, and I'll do these for later because it is exactly the same procedure. So you will notice that these original 80 by 140 covers are eventually going to be replaced. I've already replaced one of them. So this is 80 by 150. This is today, and we see that I haven't got anything here at all other than video. So these will go at the back. So it's basically a production line. I will take this out and put it in the spare paper here. So I'll take this one out after today is ended and put it here, and then the Thursday will miraculously appear by magic. But let's just insert these. So we're going to put them at the back here. Not exactly a fiddly job, but there we go. So the reason why I have changed from, is there anything here that I can show you? I better not take that out. So this is 80 by 140. And you'll notice that the gap is slightly longer here than here, and it's just a function of the position of the guides. Rather than make my own reference position for the first punch, I've decided to just make them, equidistant. This gap is now this gap. And that's the main reason why I've changed from 140 to this new 150. And so it will gradually populate. I have been using these and turning them over because I like to use the paper until it's completely full. But this planner of mine is actually working very, very well. I'm just putting I did have a delineating line, a completed line, if you like, this side, but I now have it on the left side so that I can just put a 0 here. I would put the date here, and then we continue. So that's 4 more. That's 4 more days worth of diary pages or planner pages. I've got another 8 here, so I could potentially do this just once every 12 days. But sometimes I need more paper than this. So this actually works very, very well, and it's nice and simple. As you know, I'm beginning to like this Atoma style planner. Nice and simple, works for me. Doesn't really have any projects or anything like that. It has some to-do lists and 1 or 2 shopping lists, and it has my one of these pages per day, which I can extend to 2 or 3 or 4 if I have a lot to do. But I've never really had to do that. I think only once I've needed to use 2 of these pages, 2 of these sheets to cover one specific day. But we're good. We're good to go. So thank you very much for watching. That is actually a longer coffee break than I thought. First of the day. Very nice. Very nice. So there we go. That is how I add pages in my rotating and evolving planner system, such as it is, which I really, really love. I used to use my Guildford Mini Extra Slim, but I had problems with the one of my mini filofaxes. The rings collapsed on me because I was inadvertently trying to keep the alignment far too regularly, and they just snapped. So this for me is my new system. Works very well. I'm still obviously a big fan of filofaxes for reference and projects, etc., which range from mini all the way up to A4 size. Absolutely love them. But from a purely point of view of having a bulletproof, pocketable planner, this takes some beating. I may change in the future. I may change back again. Who knows? I'm tempted to get hold of and try out a Plotter Mini 5, but they're not available in the UK, and the ones that I can get hold of are ridiculously expensive. I might even make my own, who knows? But at the moment, I'm finding the Atoma disc-bound system as a pocket-based, pocket-sized planner absolutely fantastic. A breath of fresh air, really. So thank you very much for watching, and until my next video, goodbye.